All right. Okay. Get all settled. We got food. You want to say one more thing just to make sure frequencies are together?
Yeah. Check. In 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
You don't say the one.
You don't say the one.
It's iCarly.
It's iCarly.
Jeez.
I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me. It feels so wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know somehow we're gonna get there. It feels so wonderful. So wake up the members of my nation. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one. And the time to see the brighter side of every situation. Some things aren't meant to be, so give me your best and leave the rest to me. Leave it all to me. Leave it all to me. Leave it all to me.
Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
Here we are doing the
New format, trying new things. Yeah, all right. So you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Cheech. Hi, my name is Cheech Manohar.
We're trying something new today. We're very excited. Hi, I'm Jake. I'm on this channel. He has never been on it before, which is great.
I'm new.
Cheech and I were talking a little while back, and we realized that we had a very strange, common obsession that we had never discussed before.
Indeed.
The Dan Schneider universe on Nickelodeon.
Yes. Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious,
Sam and Cat.
and Zoe 101.
He was Zoe 101?
Sure was, Zoe
Oh
101.
my gosh. Disclaimer, quick, Dan Schneider's a bad dude.
Yeah.
We do not approve of him or his actions.
But his shows...
Sorry, I'm sorry. Keep going.
His shows did kind of shape a cultural shift for Nickelodeon.
And not just Nickelodeon, like a huge generation that took that media.
Yeah, and more so than Dan Schneider, I think a lot of those actors, of course, Miranda Cosgrove, Jerry Trainer, I think is
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck, Victoria Justice.
Oh my gosh,
lest we
Ariana
forget Ariana Grande.
You can't just wipe me away!
I think there's a large group of like really important Nickelodeon actors that were all kind of birthed from this universe. So it's important to understand that
kind of where they came from, like an appreciation for
them as actors.
Honestly, for the brand of humor that it represented, I think like especially like that cusp young millennial, old Gen Zer kind of area.
Totally.
The way we have kind of thrived off of meme hood, Vine culture, TikToks now, like all this stuff comes from this sort of random humor. Yeah, shout out to Doge. But
shout outs to Doge.
But
Doge, if you're out there, big fan of your work.
Thanks, baby.
I think what's really interesting about these kinds of shows is that they came to popularity kind of at the same time that social media really started to take on its rise. And so you see in a lot of these shows, especially iCarly and Victorious, this kind of integration of web culture and television consumption. There was just something found within these writer rooms and within these actors that I think really made these shows culturally important.
So what are we doing today, Cheech?
Today we are watching the iCarly reboot on Paramount Plus.
Woo!
And I could not be more excited about it. I've heard good things.
Yeah, I've heard great things.
In preparation for today, I have rewatched all of Victorious, iCarly, and Sam and Cat.
Oh my gosh.
As well as the crossover episode, I Party with Victorious.
You did more work than I did.
I saw Victorious came on Netflix and I was like, I wonder if this holds up, and it really does.
I want to highlight what it is you've made for us today.
We have made, in honor of iCarly, spaghetti tacos.
We made spaghetti tacos. Well, we made spaghetti. You made spaghetti tacos.
I made spaghetti tacos.
I figured out this whole setup.
Jake was essential.
Do you want a little? You ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Boom.
Get that crunch into the mic. No. Oh.
Oh, it's actually delicious.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's a good food.
Very good.
A little Parm Bay action.
Salt Bay?
Yeah. Shout out to Salt Bay.
Shout out to
if you're
Salt
out
Bay.
there, big fan of your work.
Salt Bay, Doge, you guys
Salt
really have
Bay,
inspired me.
Doge.
So this first episode is called I Start Over. Apparently, this new character is Freddie's child.
What? Nathan Kress
Nathan
has a
Kress.
child in real life, right?
Yeah, I mean they're like 30, right?
They're like adults.
yeah. Jerry Trainer is like a 45-year-old man,
I'm a
right?
huge Jerry Trainer
I
fan.
love
I'm
Jerry
really
Trainer.
excited to see Jerry Trainer.
Woo! Woo!
I love entrance applause.
I haven't watched anything with a laugh. Oh, he's naked.
Jerry Trainer butt.
I
Jerry
like
Trainer
it.
butt.
What are you doing here? Woo!
A lot of exposition.
A lot of exposition. I love physical comedy.
I love Jerry Trainer's physical comedy.
I do.
Specifically. So buck ass naked. I used to have a huge crush on Nathan Kress.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh no, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We've matured past 5, 4, 3, 2.
Nice. Excited to see some POCs within the universe.
We love.
Thank you.
So Spencer's like rich.
Also, Jerry Trainer is a producer on this show.
Oh. Wait, did that just say directed by Phil Lewis?
Sure did.
Like Mr. Mosby?
You know why? Because your dad sunk it for insurance.
Was it?
Is it?
Was it Mr. Mosby's
Should we pause
name?
this and find out if this is
Yeah,
directed by
wait.
Mr. Mosby? It's Mr. Mosby.
It's Mr. Mosby. I'm right?
It's Mr. Mosby. It 100%.
No way.
This-
I haven't heard anyone talk about this.
Why aren't more people talking
Why
about
aren't
this?
we all discussing the fact
This is
that
insane. The pilot of iCarly Reboot is directed by Mr. Mosby.
I'm sorry. Why don't we just relax? We'll turn on the radio. Would you like am or fin?
Great
you.
catch.
Thank you.
Phil Lewis, shout out.
Shout out to Phil Lewis.
Shout out to Phil Lewis. Phil Lewis, big
yeah.
fan of your work. This is a good food. Do you think the invention of the spaghetti taco was like an in the writer's room kind of thing? Or do you think that someone had like made spaghetti tacos in real life?
I don't know. Maybe someone just came up with it and was like, this is great. I also get it being a gag, and then someone made it for fun and was like, nailed it.
He is hot.
I saw your mouth drop
See my
open.
mouth
You
hit
just-
the
you
floor.
just went-
He could do literally anything he wants to me.
Do you ship Carly and Freddie? Do you
Yeah.
ship Freddie and Sam?
I've always shipped Carly and Freddie.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie's mom is back! Yo!
Are we all looking at the same thing? That big old pile of junk?
I like Lacey Mosley.
I
She's
like her a
fun.
lot. She's
Yeah.
fun. Okay.
Okay, this show's funny.
The show is funny.
I'm liking
The show's
it.
funny. I'm finding that when they are let loose a little bit, I think more of that comedic, like, spontaneity starts to bubble up, which I really enjoy.
The first episode,
It's a lot of exposition.
it's exposition. It's like setting us up for like, it's been years.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Here they are. I kind of like that we're forced to do the ads because we get a little like mid-episode check-in.
Yes.
I'm gonna start muting it during ads.
Yes.
That's
That's
the
good.
best way to do it. I'll buy you a car. So
Cars
he's
is-
rich.
Again, that kind of food humor that we're coming back to, very common in this universe. I like that their lives are messy.
I like that their lives are messy. I like that they still have each other.
Yeah. Ooh, they say words like sexy now.
I know. I heard ass earlier.
Ooh.
I was never gonna use a home gym.
Hey, it's the old studio.
Oh, that's right! Forgot about my marionette making phase. I keep them up here because it's away from the knives.
I think we should have a joke of the episode award.
Joke of the episode award. Okay, I'm
Without
down.
a doubt.
Do all the pieces still move?
You tell me.
I want the sculpture to catch on fire. The sculpture caught on fire.
So, episode 1. I start over. Initial thoughts.
Okay, initial thoughts. It is a sleeker, more modern approach to iCarly, without a doubt. There are things that feel a little clunky about it, if I'm being honest. It's kind of a dated format, this kind of, half-hour laugh track,
Yeah.
multicam comedy. But I think where it really wins is that, especially in episode 1, every nostalgia craving that I had was paid off.
Totally. At least the first episode's premise was way cleaner. It was way like more direct. Okay, there's the sculpture party. Carly is feeling alone. Here are the kind of things instead of these like crazy. Now we might go outlandish, but I think that's really interesting, balancing the really over-the-top humor with like realistic situations of a late 20-year-old having to grapple with these sorts of things.
Yeah, I think probably what will happen as we go forward, there will be less exposition and there will also be less tone setting.
Totally.
We're adults now.
But also it's iCarly, let's hit your nostalgia, but let's say sexy.
Like we say things like sexy, we've gone through divorces, like there's a lot of like that happening and like, okay, we get it, you're older now and like, let's move on.
There's only up from here and I still like where we started.
I do really like where we started.
Joke of the episode award.
Joke of the episode.
Was absolutely this is where I keep my marionettes.
I keep them up here because it's away from the knives.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I love Jerry Trader. His execution and line delivery, no one does it like him.
And I like Jerry Trader now. With Crazy Steve, he was like insane.
Yeah.
And then Spencer, I feel like, was like still a ton of physical comedy, really high energy humor, but definitely a step back from Crazy Steve. It's definitely toned down from Crazy Steve. This feels really exciting because he's a little bit older. The character of Spencer feels a little bit older. We're going to be able to see him deliver some like really incredible punchlines.
Totally. To reboot such an important show to so many people, like you've got to strike a really fine line, and especially with so many changes. We are appealing to you all. We're also acknowledging our changes, and then we're going to go from there.
I like that in that scene between her and Nathan Kress, Freddie goes like,
doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you want.
We stand supportive friendships.
Yes. Also, we stand a female lead making her own decision. I really enjoy that. I hope the character of Harper doesn't have to like do all of the like. I was a little worried when she's a person of color and she's a bisexual character. I didn't want her to just be like do all of the things that
like the checklist of every.
I didn't want her to have to like check off all of those things, but it's a really strong first showing. I do like where they both started. Neither of them feel tokenized in a situation where they could very easily feel tokenized.
Totally.
I'm pumped for the level of improv that is probably going to pop up.
All of the highest laughs that they got from us all came from moments of like Nathan Kress screaming, "It's goat milk.
It's goat milk.
It's goat milk.
Is goat milk."
So creamy. Just goat milk.
Okay, you good for episode 2?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We're on to episode 2. I hate iCarly.
Presented by Jeep.
Thanks, Jeep.
Presented by Jeep.
Always gonna be haters that try to tear you down. But you know what I say to them? I say, Mom, I'm doing my best.
I can handle haters. I've had haters since I was 12.
Sad Freddie.
I feel so bad for Freddie.
Oh man. I'm gonna fall in love with Nathan Kress again.
All over again, yeah. I'm so sorry to break it to you.
Be exhausting.
It's okay, buddy. I'll help you through it.
Thanks,
I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate it.
You see, and be so wonderful. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
Wow.
Abbreviated.
Okay, a shorter
version.
title sequence.
I miss. I'm telling you just how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's Nora Dershlit.
Nora Dershlit.
So this is the character of Nora Dershlit. First showed up in iCarly.
Yeah.
In a 2-parter episode where she locked the iCarly.
She kidnapped them, right?
Kidnapped them.
Gibby had to save them.
Gibby has to save them.
Yeah.
And then she shows up again in Sam and Cat.
Wow, this actor has gotten mileage out of this casting.
Here.
Wow. Maybe we could share a table too?
I really shouldn't be flirting right now.
It's definitely gonna be him.
1,000% hot guy as I hate Carly. Damn, he had that look. He had that like, I'll kill you look.
I feel like this is just further evidence that straight white men are objectively crazy.
100% of the time, yeah.
100. There's not a single exception.
I did that last Tuesday.
Yeah,
Like,
I frequently said that about you. Is that you go to coffee shops
to hit on
guilt women into giving you their banana nut muffins take a bite,
Then throw it away and
and
say,
then
do
throw
better.
it away.
You don't do that?
You're insane. When you're a straight white man, they're like, here's your privilege, here's your banana nut muffin.
Thank you for both. I'll
Go
put
out into the world.
one in each pocket, but do better on this banana nut muffin.
And cause mayhem. An objective stance. Straight white men are insane. If you or someone you know is a straight white man,
Please call the number on your screen.
please call the
for
number
your-
on your screen.
For your straight white man
You can put
hotline.
something on a chyron, right?
I'll forget to edit it.
A lot of pop culture references
A
happen.
lot of pop culture. Well, I guess they actually can do that now. It felt like Nickelodeon
Right.
couldn't actually
'Cause
make
you
those
could only
references.
reference things within the Nickelodeon universe.
Is that a passport photo of my...
Yeah.
Plus, he's never even seen iCarly, so he has no preconceived notions about how amazing I am.
I'm gonna get a close up on that. Yeah.
We're good friends.
Good buds.
Good buds.
Good buds doing good friend stuff.
Feeding each other cheese.
Always. You want to feed me a little cheese?
I know. Being without sight is heightened my other senses.
We're so good.
I didn't.
No, I could sense that you did. After all, I gave you seed money for your first startup.
Ugh, fine. I'll help you.
Oh my god, I love a Freddie. I
I
love
like
a Freddie
Freddie
Spencer
and
plotline.
Spencer just being buds in this show is so good.
It was one of my favorite parts of the original iCarly too, is that their relationship became very like cute, big brother, little brother.
Nora's back.
Are you here with anybody?
No. Should I join you?
This is not how I imagined my life going.
Spencer and Freddie doing Zumba is the best idea of
Look at
2021.
its tights. Okay, is it just me or is this like kind of erotic? It definitely is erotic. That's for sure.
Spencer doesn't have any friends. He's rich as hell and hangs out with his sisters. Like,
Friends?
yeah.
His sister's childhood friends.
Ooh, y'all doing like a furry thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not here to kink shame your persona.
A furry joke.
Not into bunnies. No biggie. You don't have to leave.
They're out here making furry jokes.
Lot to unpack there. Also, our first on-screen bi romance.
Yes, we love.
Sup, y'all?
Sadly, it was ruined by a bunny suit.
As most bi romances are.
I know who you are. Stay back, or the girl will dance toward you.
I don't want to die in a bunny suit.
Yes, yes.
So I do want to shout out Jaden Triplett as Millicent.
Shout out to Jaden Triplett.
I think she is. I like that she's kind of mean. I like that she's kind of snarky. I think it could feel a little on the nose as far as like mean teenager and internet age. You know what I mean?
I think I'm waiting on just her whole character because I would love to see something between her and Freddie, actually. I'm not believing the child father thing.
I'm waiting for that plot line.
Yeah.
I think maybe part of it also is that Nathan Kress looks so young.
He looks so young, but also I just, it's the beginning of the show and they're giving all of his stuff to other people. I want to know his relationship to her.
Yeah.
I realized how wrong I've been about you.
You lied about seeing the show. You lied about being I Hate Carly 57.
I don't trust straight white guys. You heard me.
iCarly was the only thousand.
Physical connection. Yay! Trust.
Wait, she's 26?
26, yeah.
So Freddie is 26?
Yeah, 2 divorces, so he must have gotten married young.
So he has 2 divorces and a 10-year-old daughter? Or
Adopted her, so maybe
8-year-old?
dated an older woman.
Must, right?
Maybe RuPaul's Drag Race can be my boyfriend.
Yeah.
RuPaul, shout out to RuPaul.
Shout out to RuPaul. RuPaul, big fan of your work. Same.
Oh, the
Nora.
episode's just over.
That's it. That's the end of that episode.
Clean.
All right.
Or-
I think we should introduce a new category. I think we should assign an MVP.
So joke of the episode.
Joke of the
MVP
episode.
per
MVP
episode.
per episode.
Okay.
I think my MVP is Nora Dershowitz.
Should I join you?
I need to look up this actress's name. Danielle Morrow.
Shout out to Danielle Morrow.
Danielle Morrow.
Big
shout
fan
out.
of your
Big
work.
fan of your work. And I think my joke of the episode is also her.
Nailing that joke so well is what
So
made
well.
it MVP. I would also, though, like to say Nathan Kress is holding down the fort. His jokes are hitting. He always has like a very informed view on the way he's saying things.
I think he was always a really capable actor, but he's
Yeah.
like become a much more, he's really, really grounded in this show. I think the thing about Miranda Cosgrove, she's had this insane screen charisma.
Yeah, the screen,
Like,
she
School
lights
of
up.
Rock, Drake
Yeah.
and Josh.
School of Rock, she was a star in
I
that
remember
movie.
watching Drake and Josh and being like, Megan needs to have her own show.
She did in such an interesting way that she became the sweetheart, which was not what I think
Yes.
any of us were expecting. I know it's a spoiler, but look at episode 5 real quick.
I know. We can't look at it. We can't look at it right now.
Don't look, spoilers.
I do think like she's really capable. I think she's obviously very funny. Also, her cheekbones are insane. I definitely from episode 1 to episode 2, I'm seeing like a settle happen.
Yeah.
They're in a really good place.
They're in a great place. I do want more Harper. I also want more Millicent, but right now I'm looking at Harper is a...
I did want to say joke of the episode, runner up. Yes,
Very
is
good.
the capoeira moment.
Yeah.
With Jaden Tripling. I think she's really sweet. I think she's really funny.
I also want some weird pairings. I want like Harper and Freddie. I want Millicent and Spencer.
It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I think Millicent and Spencer would have a really fun dynamic.
Yeah. All right, cool. You want to go on?
Let's go to episode 3.
To episode 3.
Do you want another spaghetti taco?
Oh, let's get a spaghetti taco and then we'll go into it.
Let's do it too.
All right, quick break for spaghetti taco. We're back with spaghetti tacos. We are starting episode 3. I faux-apologize.
Apologize.
It's gonna start with like a Honda commercial. What is it?
CVS.
CVS. CVS, baby. Hoot.
Nick Kroll, John Mulaney. Big
You
fan
know.
of your work.
You know.
Shut up.
Sorry, can I get the speech ready? You guys are my last one.
Go. Hashtag bring back the original intro.
I'm telling you just how I feel. I'm telling you just how I feel.
I feel like I want.
I feel
I'm
like I
telling
want
you. That was a clean joke.
Yes, but the photo that you posted, you're number 1 on IMDb.
IMDb. Incredible. Someone walked into a writer's room and said, IMDb.
They showed up to work that day.
They earned their paycheck that day.
Carly, you need to capitalize on this moment. Reshare some of the funniest meatball face memes. You'll drive a ton of traffic to your channel.
I think this is a cool way to get Harper involved in the iCarly universe. Make her like a publicist. So she's not a one-for-one substitution for Sam.
She's not on screen. I like that it's Carly doing it herself, but then her team is growing.
Her team is growing.
Which is important. Like,
I agree.
as a kid, you can kind of just like do whatever, but I like that like we're creating a brand. Well, I mean, merch is the only way you make money. We don't sell any merch. There's a
Mark Charlie
Patreon
McDonald.
if you just want to give us money.
Free money?
I shit you not. Yeah.
Dope. Give him free money. We'll put the link in the Chiron.
Give us free money on
Give
Patreon.
us free money.
And for those who have already given us free money,
Thank you.
thanks for the free money.
Thanks for giving them free money.
All these new platforms and influencers getting younger and younger. It's like Harper always says, you gotta switch it up on a bitch.
She said bitch. She said bitch.
They certainly switched it up on me, on my bitch. You know what I mean?
That was an awesome joke, Cheech.
Thanks so much.
Millicent, I'm sorry. Tell me how I can make this right.
Great sweater, Nathan Kress.
Great sweater. I
Great
want that sweater.
Look at how good he looks. I would love that
just
sweater.
caffeine.
Oh my God, look at the it's like waffled. Look at that
That's a
sweater.
great sweater.
That's a good sweater.
This was from so long ago, I was probably wearing Crocs when I wrote it.
Why? Did you used to be a nurse?
No, I just like a shoe that's easy to clean and comes in fun, bold colors.
Product placement?
Maybe Crocs product placement.
I mean, I guess since they're not like Nick, they can do it. They can do it now, right?
Remember that we all post from our own place of privilege. Just take into account we all have disparate opinions.
Yes.
It's not my job to educate you unless you pay me money. Spencer isn't just the meme guy. He's a really talented artist. And this night is all about Spencer and has nothing to do with me or my face.
A very, very nice escalation of that conflict. I really enjoyed that.
Him making art about wow. Also a twist.
Also a twist?
A twist.
We liked it.
I didn't see it coming.
Why don't we talk to some true art aficionados and get
Josie Tota.
Who's that?
Hey, I'm Carly Shay.
That's Josie Tota, an incredible trans actress.
You seem to really be enjoying this show. Would you want to be on my Insta Live review?
Sure. I'm really charismatic.
She's Manasa, and she's dope. She was in the short-lived Mindy Kaling comedy Champions, which I enjoyed.
Oh, yes.
And I feel like she's also in the Saved by the Bell reboot. She has 19.4 thousand followers that show up for her live stream.
For her live. iCarly was huge. They won awards for it.
In I Go to Japan, they did win the Webby Award for Best American. It was the best comedic web show.
Nice. Okay.
They were the American candidate for Best Comedic Web Show.
This is still iCarly, but it's grown up now. So today I thought I'd share my skincare routine.
What is this hell?
It is heavy-handed, but it's a really cool exhibit.
I would like to go to that exhibit.
I would go to this exhibit.
I just talked to this girl, Willow, and she said this entire place is really offensive. God, she doesn't even understand that you're mocking her in her profile pics.
Oh my God.
Come on, an admission of guilt isn't enough.
Not in 2021. Who do you think you are, a high-profile male celebrity?
Oh.
Whoa.
Kind of an edgy joke. They're really pushing the boat out.
They're pushing it on a lot of this, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
End of
These
episode
shows,
3.
I love they just like end. They just like wrap up. They're like, yep, we're done.
There's like, here's another punchline and see you later.
They're starting to really introduce, I think, I don't like using this word, but like the woke Gen Z way of viewing the world.
Yeah.
I think they're introducing that into their humor in a really, I think, pretty good way of doing it.
And I think you can tell that there are some writers on this show that are really plugged in. Even if the execution is sometimes a little, on the nose.
Totally.
Or is sometimes a little bit like, okay, we can see it coming. For me, the faltering in certain places is that it does feel like written by 30-year-olds. But that, I think, is a desirable alternative to like when it sometimes feels like it's written by a 60-year-old.
That's super fair.
I feel like sometimes it's so heavy-handed that it can get really distracting to like kind of like sift through writers trying to be relevant to get to the punchlines. This felt like it was done with just a little bit more nuance, a little bit more care. I don't know if it completely landed, but it was close enough for jazz.
For jazz?
For jazz.
They're freestyling. It's all about the jokes you don't tell.
They're Kim Cattrall scatting. It's all about the jokes you don't tell. In this case, I think my joke of the episode goes to a joke that they didn't tell. It's like half a second
perfect.
and hilarious.
That's absolutely my joke of the episode. I would also say she is my MVP of the episode.
My MVP of the episode.
She is the thing I remember the most about that episode.
I didn't remember much else about the episode.
I thought the art exhibit was actually cooler.
The art exhibit was cool. I would go to that art exhibit.
I would go to that art exhibit. And look, Millicent's song bopped.
Millicent's song bopped.
It bopped. It bopped from No One.
Unless you pay me
money. I like whenever we
Yes.
see Spencer and it's like, oh, you are talented, aren't you?
You kind of see like a development in Spencer's art too. He created a lot of standalone pieces in the original iCarly. The elephant unicycle, Mr. Robot. He created like a poodle made out of real poodle fur. I feel like here he's like he's curating experiences now.
Experiences, and he's also trying to say something with it.
I think it's probably a blast for the designers on the show.
The idea to make Spencer an artist, to allow the designers and to allow the writers a well of which to say what's the craziest thing that we can just inject this episode with.
And fits within the world of the show, within the rules we've created.
It's
so
brilliant.
Smart.
It's such a good setup for a comedy TV show, especially one that's so farcical like this.
Yes. A real shout out to the designers on the show. The show is beautiful.
I'm really impressed at what some polish and I don't know, some like real studio money can do for your product.
Do for it. It's really beautiful to watch.
You want to go on to the next episode?
Let's do it to it.
We are going on to iCarly Season 4, I Got Your Back.
Season 1, Episode 4.
Season 1, Episode 4, I Got Your Back.
Righty, I got all our snacks. Hot wings, hot Cheetos, hot pretzels.
They
and the
are. Spencer and
latest
Freddie are
edition,
just best friends now.
hot
They are. They
beers.
really are.
Oh. That's the last time I listened to Guy Fieri.
I love Guy Fieri.
Solid Guy Fieri joke.
Hell, that cute post rabbit was totally indie.
She just wanted a good tip.
Here's a good tip. You're gonna die alone.
A sleeper hit for me.
So here's a good tip.
We're gonna die alone.
Who do I know who loves a short king?
He just called him a short king.
Short cake, I think.
Short cake? Damn, I thought he said, who do I know that loves a short king?
Who loves a short king? A short king.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Wake up the members of my nation. Like, comment, and subscribe if you think I'm a short king. I'm not gonna put anything there, Cheech.
I'm just gonna keep doing this.
I like you hanging there when your mom's out of town. Carly and Harper are strong, intelligent women. They're good role models. I love you.
Same.
Oh, really cute. Really cute moment between Freddie and his stepdaughter.
I want more of that.
Or
Outfit montage!
oh my god.
What do we think of yellow?
I love it.
I feel like the lining of a
I'm obsessed
love
with
it.
this black. I love it.
too frilly,
No.
I love it.
too silly,
I
No.
love it.
too racy,
I
too
don't love
spacey,
it. I
too
don't love it.
flirty,
Yes.
I love it.
too birdie.
Bjork.
I'm pretty desperate.
Most of the guys I work with are.
He's hiring Freddie an escort.
A full escort.
We all know how to handle a package.
This is the level to which Paramount has allowed them to like push out their
Paramount
humor.
has just said, like, you can say whatever you want.
This feels like a CBS comedy.
Oh, into commercial.
You know what I really enjoy?
What do you really enjoy?
You can tell that there are more women working on this show now because of the level of subtlety surrounding some of these plot lines, going through your entire closet and like nothing
it feels like it really
right,
works.
like that whole moment feels like really well taken care of.
Yeah.
Any storyline led by a female character feels like it's driven from the female character. It's not like one of the male characters being like
Imposing it onto
I believe in you, you can do it, why don't you do it, why don't you do this? It's always them like acting from their own place of want. Yeah, I recognize that I'm saying that as like a cis man, but that is,
But you can still hear it.
that's the vibe that I'm
Yeah.
getting, and I'm really, really loving it.
Harper literally has her back.
No sudden moves. We live here now.
We live here now.
Okay, so episode 4, I Got Your Back is the name of it.
I got your back.
I got your back. Carly needs to find something to wear for a fashion show, and so
And Harper styles her. I think a good way to keep getting Harper involved in things.
They also go into actually the history of their relationship, how they met. They are best friends. I like the BFFSS.
Yeah.
Best friend forever since Sam. Yeah.
Yes. When the character of Sam and Jeanette McCurdy went to Cat and Sam, Sam, who was constantly Carly was constantly the straight man to Sam's clown, right? And when Sam and Cat happened, Sam
becomes the straight
frequently
man.
The straight man to Ariana Grande or
She
Cat's
had to be. I
clown.
mean, Cat was too
Cat
airy.
was insane. Cat is my favorite character within this universe. I think it's interesting here that they trade off. One's the straight man, one's the other's the clown.
Carly has had moments of full clownery on this show where like everybody has to be like, you're a clown right now.
And Harper has been able to like kind of cut through her BS. But I think in this episode we also see Harper be like a little like insane and a little like flighty.
And then on the other end of the aisle, we have Spencer hiring an escort for Freddie,
An escort for
which is
Freddie.
why, but not knowing she's an escort and spending what can only be thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
Spencer is so rich.
So he loaded. MVP
for this episode. I might say Miranda Cosgrove.
I was gonna say Miranda Cosgrove is my MVP for this episode.
Miranda Cosgrove was just consistently funny and watchable this entire episode.
I think this is the first episode where she feels like she's
Locked
really
into the
slotted
character.
into place.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And she has kind of a difficult trajectory in this episode. She has to go from like funny to kind of heartfelt very quickly. It's kind of a wild swing, especially in that scene where she's trying everything on and like nothing fits right.
Shout out to the inclusion of the dress from the episode that we meet their father. Well, we understand her insecurities and where she finds comfort in nostalgia, but at the same time, it's a great nostalgic callback for us as well.
Absolutely, and kind of like a hidden gem too.
Yeah.
Like, they don't make a big deal about it.
Yeah. I thought the ending was really funny at the red carpet.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. I was giggling.
There were a couple contenders for me.
Do you remember?
You're Gonna Die Alone.
You're gonna die alone.
Was a lot of fun. Are you an actress?
Most of the time, yes.
I liked that episode. I thought that episode was fun.
I liked that episode.
It gave
too.
us some
a lot of cool clothes.
I hope if I can find the footage that I can do the side to side of us being like, love it, hate it, love it.
Just like two old queens that are like, I love this one.
It is, we literally...
She looks like a cupcake.
She's a swan.
Oh, Bjork, we love it.
Yes.
I think the fashion in iCarly is gonna be a big moment.
Nickelodeon Disney wardrobes were so crazy in the 2000s when this was coming out with like the crazy neons, a lot of bedazzled sparkles.
Layered tank tops.
All being said, I love the show on this because it feels like they're taking that inspiration and going, what if it was fashionable?
All right. Episode 5?
Episode 5. You want to read the title?
Season 1, Episode 5, I, Robot Wedding.
A promising title.
A promising title.
Who's ready for a really fun wedding?
See, she's a wreck.
You despise Neville.
Neville. A queer icon.
Queer icon.
A shady bitch.
Do you like weddings?
I do.
I love a wedding.
I recently went to my first white wedding. Very pretty boring.
Neville. Change for me and feel so wonderful. It's Neville's wedding?
Are you kidding?
He's marrying a woman?
We're still pretending Neville is straight?
No.
I bet you rue the day you let me get away.
Time has not been good to Neville.
So happy to be here.
You are so brave to show your face at a wedding just weeks after a humiliating breakup.
This is a lame wedding.
Yeah.
This is such a lame wedding.
Empty.
You can't tell me that's not weird.
For a woman to be good with numbers, Carly, get with the times.
I liked that. That was really good. It was a little queer, too, of Nathan Grass, I think. You know, a little queer of Jason.
You're just trying to find something. You're trying to find something to give yourself a chance, my friend.
I really am. It felt kind of like John Mulaney-esque.
It did feel John Mulaney-esque.
I know your epic love story with Prunella is a lie.
You're right, but my love story with you is the truth.
Neville's a Republican.
Neville
Neville Papperman is definitely a Republican. You heard it here first.
Neville Papperman is
canon.
Definitely a Republican. Is definitely also one of those closeted homosexuals that
absolutely
that campaigns against LGBT
big
rights.
time. He's super into QAnon.
Super
into it. He is an on.
I mean, to be fair, Nevillosity is one of the
Nevillosity
original
is like the original QAnon.
It's a
This is a deep conspiracy.
It's a deep conspiracy theory, but like he has been sexist from the very beginning, has been problematic from the very beginning.
Wow, he was macking on Carly. She said no, and he kept macking.
Yeah, he kept macking. Didn't care about consent.
Neville.
He's like, I just got distracted by how good Nathan Kress looks.
I'm looking at Miranda Cosgrove.
Robot suit.
Spencer Bot.
I can tell you practice that a lot, and it works.
Who designed his suit?
His suit is dope. I'd
It's
wear that
dope.
So, got a little crush on Freddie?
Why is Millicent in the bridal suite?
She just goes wherever she wants. Millicent's only loyalty is to Millicent.
You're right.
She's looking out for numero uno, and everyone else can suck one.
Do you really think I'd stage a fake wedding? Ask Freddie to be my best man to make sure you'd be here, even though I can't stand him and never could. Hey! Invite all your closest friends and family, pay actors to fill out the guest list, all so you'd go mad with jealousy and realize you and I were meant to be together all along?
Oh my God, Neville, did you do that?
Would it be so wrong if I did?
He's a misogynist. He's not an ally.
No. Papperman, not an ally. What?
And as for the battery Carly saw, it was supposed to be a surprise.
Aww. Why did I awe that?
Oh, it's just over. The episode's just in.
They just end.
They just end. They
So now
just
we know
decide
the
we're
episode-
done now.
the episode's just
We're done.
end.
We don't want to film anything else. Return of Neville. In this episode, Neville Papperman, who is a confirmed conservative QAnoner,
Confirmed monster,
is getting married and has asked Freddie to be his best man. So they all go and are convinced that his bride-to-be is a robot.
Prunella.
Prunella?
Prunella, like the Arthur character.
Is there an Arthur character named Prunella?
Yes, and she has a sister named Rubella. Shout outs to my PBS kids.
Huge
PBS
fan of your
kids.
work. Huge
Big fan of your work.
This is my probably least favorite episode so far.
I would agree.
One of my favorite things about this show is that it has maintained a healthy relationship between its realism and magical realism. The main plot of the episode being Neville staged a fake wedding to make Carly jealous and then trick her into
maybe the
marrying
wife is a
him.
robot.
But
and
then,
like,
yeah, it's just a little bit too magical realism for me.
it's a lot. It's
You
a
know.
big premise.
It's a bit. I just don't believe this cast of characters would go to that wedding.
Yeah.
Neville's character just didn't age well.
Has not aged well.
He was always a villain in the show, but also he's a little kid in a sweater vest. When he kisses her inappropriately, it's a little easier just be like, ooh, like a gross little kid. Like, ooh, he's grubby.
Yeah, he's just like
He's just grubby and
now
gross.
He's like a
Now he's like a
man.
fully grown man trying to like convince her to like trick her into marrying him. Ew, you look like Sean Hannity.
I'm full blown not into it. What I am into,
Please.
Freddie Millicent.
Freddie Millicent, every moment that they have where Millicent lets her guard down for a second and allows
Delightful.
herself to be with her father, delightful.
Full delight.
I enjoyed getting to see Harper and Spencer
Great
have a moment
pairings.
together. I love transparent queer representation of like talking openly about it. I think having those two have like a competition on how many women's numbers.
There's no way Harper wins this bet. I already got 5 numbers last night, so hope she's ready to go to a men's rights meeting.
Like kind of across the board, you're seeing representation, right? Like you're
Yes.
seeing like gay extras, you're seeing guest actors, recurring actors of color. It's like nice to see just like it integrated into the world.
Big shout out to the 2 guys playing extras in the scene where Freddie and Carly were dancing at the end. They were like whispering things to each other and giggling to each other. And I was like, that is a relationship with history that we are witnessing behind here. Especially when like, they're all apparently supposed to be hired actors or whatever, but I'm like, did this guy and his boyfriend decide to take this job together?
Which is so
And,
cute.
yeah, and now they're like slow down. Like, there's just so many backstories that just staring at them, I'm like, oh my God, look at these two. I wonder what their story
You two,
is.
big fan of your work. Hope
Shout
you're
out to you
queer
too.
in real life though, because I am just like over this whole
Also fair.
straight guy playing a gay thing. Another day
Oh.
of feeling too gay to play straight roles and too gay to play gay roles.
Are you feeling that because I texted you this morning telling you I booked the lead of
Telling
this
you
big
that
gay
you
show?
booked a gay show. It's actually called The Big Gay Show.
Starring Jake Smith.
Jacob Ryan Smith. Okay,
So,
MVP. Do you have one?
Nathan Kress.
Nathan Kress?
Yeah, I think Freddie did it for me this episode because he had really tender moments with Millicent. I loved his moment with Carly at the end. I thought he was still being funny throughout. Yeah.
My MVP is Bailey Stender. She's the actress that plays Prunella. Neville's bride. She herself has like personality just like oozing out. Do you have a joke?
I did, and now I'm forgetting it.
In the very first scene, and for the first time, it's a Jaden Triplet punchline. It's Millicent when he goes, "You're here without any adult supervision," and she goes, "Wow, way to roast yourself."
Yeah, first line of the episode.
First punchline of the episode. Took me a second to get there, but once I got it, I really enjoyed
A sleeper hit. All right, guys. Well, this has been part 1 for our recap of the new reboot of iCarly. I'm having a freaking blast.
I am too.
Check back. We're just gonna keep doing this.
Part 2.
Call to action: like, comment, and subscribe. No way in hell I'm edited anything to be on this. We either are about to or have just hit 20,000 subscribers, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
And we're introducing new formats.
New formats, new guests, new.
If it ain't broke, fix it.
From iCarly and the changes in the channel. If it ain't broke, fix it.